What's up guys, Finn here from Warrior Self, and today we got a video on vacuuming your abs. I know it's kind of a weird thing to say, but after the ab video that I put out, I think it was a couple weeks ago, or actually I don't even know, time for me is always a little weird and out there, but I had a great question on, how that the ab exercise was great. One of our subscribers emailed me saying that the abs exercise was great. Definitely felt their abs and got an incredible workout out of it, but one of their questions was how to keep their abs flatter, right? So it's always good to work the abs, right? And what we want you guys to remember is that there's not just the abs that you see, right? The superficial abs on top. That's only one piece of the whole thing. That's the rectus abdominis, it's your six-pack muscles. You have your internal and external obliques on the sides here, right? They both go different ways. And then you have the transverse abdominis, which is almost like a, kind of like a corset. I guess that's the best way to say it. It's like a corset that works around your waist. It also connects into your back, so it also helps with lower back stability and just complete torso and core stability in general. Right? Now, it can be a tough muscle to work, specifically with conventional ab exercises, right? Like crunches and things like that, which really you shouldn't be doing crunches anyways. They're horrible for you, and they don't really fire the muscles as much as you might think. There's even there's research out there on I forget what the actual thing is called. It's kind of like an ECG, but it's for your muscles instead, and it measures the amount of contraction that your muscles have. And typical crunches were like way on the bottom of that scale, and there's a lot of exercises way up there. I think one of the top on the chart that they had was a bicycle crunch, which does really hit the abs rather well. But we're not working on bicycle crunches or anything like that because we're focusing on the transverse abdominis, not the rectus abdominis. So we're looking at that layer beneath the one that you see. And it is one of the most important layers because if you don't work that muscle, poor core stability, it's going to make other exercises harder. If you are using weights or anything lifting heavy, the transverse abdominis is what helps support and stabilize your whole core, your whole torso. If that's not stabilized, you're at risk for injury. There's other things that can happen. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's just good to have anyways because it also helps you stand taller and it's great for posture. Now, how are we going to work it? Now, as I said, I'm going to teach you guys how to vacuum your abs today. So vacuuming your abs is exactly what it sounds like, but a little bit different because you get to be the vacuum itself. So how this works. To work the transverse abdominis, we need to flex the inner muscles. Now, to do this, I want you to think like your body's a zipper, your stomach's a zipper from the pelvic floor all the way up to your sternum, right? You got a zipper here. Now, how to get the transverse abdominis to fire is what's called an ab vacuum. That's the exercise that we're going to use. I basically take my whole entire stomach, thinking like that zipper, again, from bottom, like top pelvic floor, not the top, the bottom of your pelvic floor all the way up, and you're going to zip it up by pulling it and sucking it on your stomach as much as possible. So the more you suck in, the better. Now, as you can tell, my voice changed. It's a little weird. It can be tricky to breathe from here, so it's going to take a little bit to work from. You got to breathe like really, really high up. But you pull all those muscles in, the sides, the bottom, everything gets pulled in all the way up to the top, that zipper we were talking about. And you're going to hold this for anywhere between 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Once you're done with your hold, you relax, you take a breath, rest anywhere between 10 to 15 seconds, and then repeat. All right, you can do this anywhere from just 1 to 3, even 5 sets if you like. I usually like to do 3 sets of between 30 to 60 seconds. So it gives you a really, really good, strong contraction in those abs, and it gets that transverse abdominis really well, and it helps pull everything in. Also helps you stand up taller, which essentially is going to help your stomach look fatter anyways. All right, if I'm slouching, it sticks my stomach out. If I stand up taller, it keeps my stomach in. It's pretty basic from there. So as you increase your posture, or improve your posture, not increase it, increase the strength in the transverse abdominis will improve your posture. I'm getting all things mixed up today. So as you improve your posture, it makes your stomach look flatter, and then as those muscles are stronger, it's going to pull everything in a little bit more. It's going to make you look better. It's going to have you stand taller. Also, that muscle is going to help prevent a lot of injuries during many exercises as you perform them. Alright, so again, the ab vacuum, like that zipper, pelvic floor, all the way up. Suck in your stomach as far as you can. Really, really hold it nice and tight. 30 to 60 seconds. Relax for 10 to 15. Perform it again, anywhere between 1 to 5 sets, and you're good to go. Right? It's very simple. It's very straightforward. The cool thing about this exercise is you can do it anywhere. If I'm stuck in traffic and bored, I'll do it then. If I'm just sitting in the car, I'll do it then. I can do it sitting in the office. I can do it lying in bed. I can do it standing here talking in front of you right now. As you get better at it, you can even then do it where you can actually perform the exercise and no one can really know that you're doing it. Like right now, I'm actually performing the exercise. It takes practice to get used to that, but now I can perform it throughout my day. So I can do it during dinner. Actually, no, probably not when you're eating. I don't recommend that. You can do it when you're socializing. You can do it anytime, anywhere, multiple times throughout your day, and really keep that muscle strong and keep your posture upright. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the ab vacuum is an incredible exercise you can use. It will help flatten the stomach and, again, just provide a ton, and I mean a ton, of core stability, which is of the utmost importance no matter what you're doing, because without core stability, you're essentially going to be weak, right? Your core is where everything is transferred through, and it is where your center of power is located. And if your center's weak, then the rest of you is going to be weak, right? I don't care if you can bench press 250 pounds or 450 pounds. If your core is weak, you try to move anywhere off of that bench, especially with any weight or anything strenuous, you are going to collapse and you're going to break, right? You have to have a strong core in order to transfer power from the ground up or vice versa, right? Without a strong core, you're just useless at that point. There's really nothing that you can do. Your core has to be strong no matter what, especially if you're not wanting to get injured. Right. So that pretty much covers it. Go out, try the ab vacuum. I recommend trying it at a time when you don't have anyone else around you, because it's going to feel a little weird and you're going to want to experience it without trying to talk to people. Big thing, build yourself up. Don't just go straight for the 60 seconds. Build yourself up little bit by little bit and get used to the breathing. Like I said, you got to breathe pretty high as you do it. And then when you relax, deep, long, full breaths. All the way down, all the way up as you're breathing, because you're going to want to return your breathing to normal before you start that next set. Okay, other than that, that's pretty much it. Like I said, go out, try the exercise. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun with it. Like I say, I practice it all throughout my day. It's really, really helpful, and it does definitely improve that core strength and can be really beneficial in the long run. So other than that, we are pretty much all set, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So this is Finn from Warrior Self, and I'll see you guys